enough to cut through here on their way to the vaults.
Well, they can try. There is a maintenance hole ahead. We could take up defensive positions there.
We are in position. As an Astartes, you might be able to offer some useful tactical insight into the situation.
We really shouldn't overcomplicate these matters. I will heap the corpses high as a tribute to the Emperor.
Looks like your wish will be granted. We should expect several waves of hostiles. Accessing the sacred mechanism now. Slavish is waiting for you, Eldar. Oblivion awaits, Drukhari.
I have purged my fair share of foul Xenos, but I haven't encountered such twisted creatures before.
Those were the Homunculi. I've never had the chance to study these abominations as they
For 10,000 years, the Emperor's Inquisition have fought a secret war to defend humanity. We keep vigil in the darkness. We hunt among the shadows. We pass judgment upon the mutant, the traitor, and the heretic. We purge the world.
I'm beginning to appreciate the persistence of these Dark Elder. They give me ample opportunity to strike fear into their rotten hearts.
The Drukhari breach Section Theta 7, so they will have to cut through here on their way to the vaults.
Well, they can try. There is a maintenance hole ahead. We could take up defensive positions there.
We are in.
We...
I'm attempting to placate this ancient machine.
I have purged my fair share of foul Xenos, but I haven't encountered such twisted creatures before.
Those were the Homunculi. I've never had the chance to study these abominations, as they seldom leave the Dark City. They are insane flesh sculptors and depraved torturers, beasts most foul.
They're here! Kill every last one of the filthy vermin that breaks through the doors!
That was an almost admirable display of cruelty and destruction for an inferior creature. I wish I had time to shape you into a more suitable form.
You still need to prove yourself to your master with gifts.
Krazash Tak is the most dreadful marauder in these systems, but he is not my master. He is a generous patron, though.
We are done with the rebel. But where is the leader? I want to tear that cowardly worm apart.
The dreadful marauder didn't want to get his hands dirty.
Ah, what else would you expect from a Drukhari?
Inquisitor, bioscans are complete. The remaining Xenos invaders have been located.
Very well. They deserve a proper lesson for their arrogance.
No pity, Inquisitor. The Xenos taint... must be purified from this ship. The Drukhari should have avoided this ship. Now, they will learn their lesson.
You are living on borrowed time, Drukhari. Not long. No disease. Kill the Xenos.
My sacred duty is to eradicate these Drukhari torturers from this sector.
Your sacred duty is to obey my commands, but I appreciate your passion. Slavish is waiting for you, Eldar.
Look at these sadistic wretches. They are a blight upon this galaxy. A diminishing blight.
should have fled again when I killed your precious torturers. Prepare for your judgment. Tell me, was it...
How did they know about the Alpha Pariah?
It is indeed a most pressing question. We cannot leave her unguarded. The Drukhari have proven that they are the masters of the ambush, and they can strike with their cloaked vessels from the webway. From now on, you are on constant guard duty, Sergeant.
Understood, Inquisitor. Although I still believe you could benefit more from my presence on the field of battle.
As per your request, I have executed thorough analytical sermons, focusing on the Alpha subject's mental stability.
Give me a brief update.
The Alpha subject seems to bear the traces of deep mental conditioning, most probably conducted during her early sessions with Uther Tiberius.
Does that affect her abilities?
Probably not. Her will is adamant, but it might result in erratic behavior, which is quite a risk with her capabilities.
Inquisitor, there is an astropathic message for you from an agent of the Ordo Xenos. The embedded emotional markings indicate that it is urgent.
Inquisitor. I am Inquisitor Theodon Mercer of the Ordo Xenos, currently stationed on Heliodor 4, vigorously protecting the Inquisitorial archives, with special regard to the sensitive materials stored in the vaults. I will cut to the chase. I urgently need your help. You are probably wondering why I have contacted you, and rightly so. The facility where I'm holed up is under the attack by the Tuathal Aldari. If I am not mistaken, you have already made their acquaintance. They are looking for classified Ordos material on... how shall I put it? On the unique presence you have on your ship. I hope I have your interest now. Help me out and I can promise you the answers you seek. I also have Amasek and cigars. The Emperor protects.
How can this Inquisitor know about the Alpha Pariah?
I have no idea. He left me no choice, though. I must find this Mercer and talk to him. Captain, this world is fighting off an Eldar invasion. The epicenter of this incursion is the Holy Archives of the Inquisition. Inquisitor Mercer, as the appointed guardian, must be there.
Something is causing severe interference in the target zone. We are trying, but the Arthurs are not functioning.
Distorting the communication is a logical step. The Eldari must be behind the interference.
Imperial reconnaissance forces located. Potentially useful assets, but their current situation is terminal. Immediate action required. Reconnaissance force relieved. Send basic, follow and protect order to the survivors.
Maggots, die! Ready to fight! bud. Charge, I said! Charge! Now you'll pay, scum! Die, maggots, die! For the Emperor! For the Emperor! Now you'll take!
This memory crystal might be of use later. Accessing the sacred mechanism now.
Now you'll pay, scum!
Once that place forward.
Take it like a man, God! Charge! I said charge! For the Emperor!
Rather hard on the precious rock.
Electro anomalies are emanating from an unidentified piece of Xenos technology, located in a wave servant.
That must be the source of the interference.
I'll die, maggots! Die! Ready to fight!
Inquisitor, how nice of you to join me in this scuffle.
You have a knack for sending intriguing emergency messages. Why did Eldar attack an inquisitorial archive?
The Eldari seem to be displaying great interest in certain documents.
The Eldar brought an entire army just for some records.
Well, you can't really blame them for a few theatrics. Feel free to blame them for anything else, though.
Or are they trying to find some highly classified material?
Look, you have my full cooperation, but how about helping me out first? I've never been one for grand heroics, but soon I'll be out of options.
I have your location now. On my way.
For the Emperor!
Tell me, how does an Ordo Xenos agent end up guarding the archives on a backwater world?
I'm supervising the rituals of preservation for classified data.
So, you have been reprimanded. Why?
If I recall Lord Maldor's exact words, for being a reckless idiot who needs to learn the merits of patience. Alas, the rest is classified.
Inquisitors cannot be ordered around like servitors.
Trust me, if your only alternative is excommunication, it'll become
The Eldari are using the Webway Gate to move in their forces.
My professional advice would be to blow its cinders, but it's your call, obviously.
Your advice is redundant. The logical solution, Webway Gate has been destroyed.
How marvelous. No reinforcements for a while, then.
Take it like a man, Guardsman! My maggots, die! At your command! For the Emperor! For the Emperor! For the Emperor! Die, maggots, die! For the Emperor!
I have located and secured the entrance to the archives.
Feel free to visit me in my humble abode, then.
I will join you shortly, Inquisitor Mercer.
By all means. I don't want to force your hand, but my soldiers were overrun and the Eldari are closing in on the data vaults. I'll try my best to slow down this deranged Farseer, but some help would be appreciated.
Ready to fight!
Inquisitor, you have a message from the Caligari Conclave.
I am Inquisitor Helena Goslar, and I have an assignment for you. I am aware that you are conducting a highly classified investigation for the Conclave at the moment, although I must admit I don't know any further details. To my utter amazement, my clearance was deemed insufficient to access your records. In other words, I can't command you to abandon your main investigation, but the Conclave would appreciate if you could take another case as well. Travel to the hive world of Atheon Prime and look into the case of the mass disappearances that has baffled the Adeptus Arbitis. In case you are wondering why you are tasked with such a trivial issue, I want you to watch a highly confidential picked recording. It was made by an infiltrator of the Inquisition, and as you will see, it proves the existence of some unholy machinations on Atheon Prime. I must also add that this recording was made 30 standard years ago. I hope I have your interest now, Inquisitor. The Emperor protects.
Tech Priest. I'm in the Underhive to investigate the case of mass disappearances. Talk to me.
Information schematics received from Adeptus Arbites operatives have been analyzed. The abduction cases indicate cult activity. Data coverage is insufficient, but this is the location where most abductees disappeared.
Can you scan the area? Until now, only the Underhivers have been affected, but the abductions are beginning to threaten the stability of the Hive itself. We have no time to lose.
Agreed. Current procedure is inefficient. Deploying Scryer Skull units immediately. Initiating data diagnostic litanies.
I will follow the trails into the Underhive. Contact me when you have something. Your annihilation is a gift to the Empire. Blessed destruction.
Reconnaissance ritual completed. 3 locations identified with the highest likelihood of yielding further intelligence. Praise the Omnissiah.
I shall flay you alive. Drench me. Blood sacrifice. Son. Meat chew on. Be thrice cursed, Inquisitor. Eat steel.
Teleport beacon in range.
Sacred murder.
There is nothing else to learn here. The corruption seems to seep into the depths of the Underhive. I must press on. I've arrived at the location. This must be the lair of the cult.
Foul, lying heretics. Their blight must be undone. Purge them all.
Give me pain. I shall flay you alive. Eat steel. Be thrice cursed, Inquisitor.
Necessary death. Your actions were logged.
Blood sacrifice.
Target neutralized.
Eat steel.
The gas trap. But a boring day apple.
The warp shall claim your soul. Dodge this.
Dozens must have been sacrificed in this slaughterhouse. Life in... It's strange. This data slate entry is decades old, and the monolith was inactive back then. I'm sure the tech priest would be thrilled to see that it has become quite active since then.
afraid I'm fresh out of Amasek and cigars. But I have a new Aldari contingent moving in for all your entertainment needs.
These Eldar seem really persistent. It is time to combine our forces.
My thoughts exactly.
Tell me more about these Eldar invaders.
They have arrived with a fairly substantial force, I'm afraid. Their Farseer will resort to his favorite tactics and use Wraith constructs to get to the data vault.
You sound like you know him very well.
Actually, we go way back. And in case you wondered, yes, his heartwarming visit is related to that unique person on your ship.
That is all classified. You should have informed me about the Farseer's information.
Have you ever tried making conversation with a Farseer? It's like interpreting a fever dream. I didn't even realize what his words meant at the time.
We are in time. The turrets are still operational.
That's a relief. Considering my history with the Conclave, I wouldn't want to have to explain the destruction of the data vault to them.
I'm still baffled as to why the Eldar dedicated such efforts to invading this place.
They must think that they'll find something here they can use to save their craft world. You must not forget that the Aldari are a dying race, clinging to every shred of hope.
You are demonstrating almost alarming levels of empathy. You are making on borrowed time, Eldar. Not long.
I don't know about you, but I could do with a stiff drink right now.
You seem quite flamboyant for an agent of the Holy Ordos.
What can I say? I have spent decades in disguise as the rogue trader captain of the good ship Stormskipper. And certain things will rub off.
What exactly? Navigational skills? Haggling?
I'm quite proud of my meticulous paperwork. And I can always find the...
Inquisitor, I wish to report for duty. We must defend the sacred archives from the Xenos scum.
Your primary objective hasn't changed, Sergeant. You must protect the Alpha Pariah.
With all due respect, Inquisitor, I feel that we are wasting my potential here. But I will obey.
So this is their target. This data vault stores classified inquisitorial records. Judging by the classification entries, the dossier on the Martyr investigation could also be here.
The Elder must have been trying to locate the Martyr.
I'd rather put it differently. They have been definitely after the Alpha Pariah.
A valid theory. Her traits make her capable of cleansing an infested craft world.
Absolutely. Therefore, they will not retreat until their Farseer is dead.
Know the Xenos. Kill the Xenos.
Inquisitor Mercer, fate has brought us together again.
I wish we had met under different circumstances.
This is the path we must walk, and it ends here for one of us. Before I become part of the Infinity Circuit, you must know something.
Wait. I'm initiating bit recording.
We never wanted to harm that unique individual. We only wanted to take her to our craft world.
You wanted to cleanse your dying world?
That is our only purpose.
And why did you need these Imperial archives?
I have no interest in your petty secrets, but I saw that you would come. You, the Harlequin...
I've answered your plea and launched a rescue operation to save you. You still owe me some answers about the Alpha Pariah.
I'll be completely honest with you. I can't answer your questions. Wait! Don't do anything impulsive. I know someone who can help you.
And who would that be?
A Harlequin. You'll be pleased to hear that you have already met her.
You are playing a dangerous game here, Inquisitor.
This is not a game, and we both know the Harlequins hold the key to many secrets. I'm talking about the fabled Black Library, of course. The source of all ancient and forbidden knowledge.
The existence of the library is known only to a few Eldar, and even fewer are allowed to enter.
The Harlequins are the exception. See? It was worth hearing me out.
I don't like the way you set me up, Inquisitor, but I need answers. Do you happen to know where I can find this Harlequin?
As a matter of fact, I do. On the planet Loriarch.
The exterminated maiden world of Craftworld Tuathal.
One of the few truly charming corners of the subsector.
I can only imagine. That is my next destination, then. Tech priest. I couldn't help but notice.
As you
Elaborate.
we are the
You confess.
negative, Inquisitor. Several Forge worlds provide discreet support to us. 67.8% of the local Xenorites serve Inquisitors. Mostly
Should I find
logical.
or a meet?
Careful down there, Inquisitor. The world is crawling with Tyranids.
My main concern is not those Xenos, but another one in particular. Are you certain that the Harlequin will be here?
I am, as much as one can be, certain about Harlequins. But I know her, and I'm confident you'll meet her.
It is surprisingly quiet at the moment.
The Tyranids are hibernating, but trust me, your arrival will stir them up mightily.
A precise and surgical strike is what I need now. Send me the coordinates of the Harlequin.
There are 3 webway gates in the area. The Harlequin could be near any of them.
I'm still perplexed by the ferociousness of the Tyranids without their hive fleet.
It is indeed remarkable. The Xenos recognize the futility of a full-scale invasion and use the available biomass to infect as many planets as they could.
Still, eventually they were purged by the Imperium.
Not entirely. After the Tyranids had scattered their forces, isolated diaspores were able to survive eradication. Mostly on the more backwater planets. How's that saying go about...
Inquisitor, I have troubling news. Judging by the Argo reconnaissance, the entire area is showing Tyranid activity on an immense scale.
Without backup, the chances of success in an engagement with the Tyranid invasion on this scale are minuscule.
May I make a proposal? We have already engaged the services of a certain Sakaradok, the pilot of the fearsome Imperial Knight called Crimson Wanderer, in cases just like this.
I find your initiative commendable, Captain. But this knight could be anywhere in the sector. I rarely say this, Inquisitor Mercer, but considering the fate of this world, I'm beginning to understand why you treat the Eldari as potential allies.
They fear the alien, and for a very good reason. But sometimes, you need to recognize that some of them are waging the same hopeless war for existence in a hostile galaxy that we are.
Inquisitor Mercer, do you have any idea what the Harlequin is trying to achieve on an infested planet?
First of all, it used to be their world. I'd say the Eldar regard it as their world still. Harlequins are attracted to the sites of great tragedies.
What is so unique about this planet?
This used to be an Eldari maiden world, at a hub in the Webway. Numerous gates are still intact.
So she can dance between the Webway and real space. The perfect hideout for a Harlequin. Now I'm beginning to see why the threat of the isolated Tyranid diaspores led the Adeptus Mechanicus to order exterminators.
Yes, that was the sad fate of this maiden world.
The current situation proves, though, that even an exterminators might not be enough.
What is more disturbing is that this proves that this particular hive mind acted like a highly intelligent being and used cold logic.
We must talk, Harlequin. Seriously this time. I fought my way here.
No, human. You have barely started fighting. The true battle only begins now.
My tolerance for your riddles has not increased greatly since last time.
Still, you are exactly where you need to be. Not far from here, upon the plains of despair, where the towers no longer sing laments, lies the ruin of the Shrine of the Prophecy.
I've warned you about talking in riddles, haven't I?
Your kind call it the Viscerum Prophecy. That is where the corrupted wanderer, the one you call Uther Tiberius, followed the same visionary words.
Tell me about the shrine.
Why?
And if I refuse to play...
Then the next...
I have good news. The Freeblade Knight is awaiting deployment against the Tyranids, and Sir Ambrose Caradoc is currently reciting the prayers of sacred recalibration in the hangar.
That zone is the epicenter of the infestation. He needs to be prepared.
Data serves detect 3 locations with faint traces of machine spirit activity. Closer inspection recommended. Marauders defiling the sanctuaries of the Omnissiah need to be eliminated.
Perish.
Warning. Next security door is locked with a code anathema, a primitive but efficient method to bar the mechanics. You should be able to override it. What have you learned, Inquisitor?
A wise man learns from the deaths of others. Let's see what this lecture is. Repentance is redundant.
Blood sacrifice. Be thrice cursed, Inquisitor.
Welcome, fellow seeker of the truth. I'm afraid that you can't receive the teachings in your current state. Let Ulbrax, the Forsaken, free you from the
Looks like your friend freed you from the burden of your limbs. Emperor, be my shield and strength.
Inquisitor, the leader of the cult might still be alive, but he has only a few minutes left. Send him up to the ship, and I will stabilize him for interrogation.
My task is done here. I have brought the Emperor's justice to the faithless and avenged countless innocents. gas trap. Not a boring day at all.
An errand boy of the rotting Emperor. How considerate. I will paint this chamber red with your blood! Another heroic quest to cull the enemies of mankind. Glory to the Emperor!
I admire your sense of dedication, but focus on your mission. The threat you are about to face is immense.
What else would a solitary knight seek, if not a relentless battle? And a victory against all the odds!
The zone of your current engagement is swarming with Tyranids. I must also warn you about the venomous clouds obstructing large areas.
Trust me and the Crimson Wanderer, my brother in battle.
I am not your battle brother, sir, but I wish you a good fight. You must clear the entire area so the Inquisitor can proceed to the target location.
I know your retinue well, Inquisitor, but I haven't had the pleasure of fighting for you. Yet. But the Crimson Wanderer, this magnificent relic of our glorious past, is now on its way to strike down the unclean and the corrupted.
I must warn you, Knight, that the vaporous discharge you have entered is of an extremely corrosive nature.
A mere whiff of foul Xenos stench cannot harm my glorious war machine.
Quite the contrary. The acidic fog can significantly damage the plating of your Knight.
Blast! Full speed ahead! The Emperor. Will this unholy tide ever subside? The Wanderer is wading knee-deep in their corpses, and still they fight.
I feel your frustration, pilot. I have fought the Tyranids only once. But rest assured, of all the filth in the galaxy, I hated those abominations the most fiercely.
In case you were wondering about my past, Inquisitor, it is shrouded in secrecy. I forsook my house and became a free blade a very long time ago, for reasons I cannot discuss, as I am bound by an oath of secrecy. I hope you understand. I live for the clangor of battle. I am a solitary wanderer, Inquisitor, drawn to the darkest pits of hell by the flames of war and the cries of the innocent. I am glad to assist the Holy Ordos, and that is exactly how I met the Inquisitor who formerly led the noble company on your ship for a while. The Squire Skulls are reporting new activity. The massacre has drawn out the Synapse creature as expected.
My experience in Xenos matters is limited to fighting them, Inquisitor. Is this development good or bad?
It is quite subjective, I'm afraid. You will be facing a truly monstrous creature. However, it also possesses a psychic power that unites the Tyranids of this swarm. So killing it makes them lose control.
But that is great news! The more dangerous the opponent, the more glorious the victory! Abomination! With the blaze of my blessed weaponry, I will banish... Inquisitor, the swarm is no more. The Crimson Wanderer has fulfilled its sacred duty. The area has been cleared. The machine spirit of my knight will need some soothing psalms after all this taint. You are free to proceed to the ancient shrine you seek, Inquisitor.
How did the interrogation go?
The subject had severe objections to the procedure, but once I rearranged certain neural pathways and removed a few non-vital appendages, he became very compliant. I have a full report if you're interested in the details.
A summary will suffice.
The word-bearers wanted to take out this fool once their schemes were compromised. They are hiding in the depths of the Underhive, by the largest monolith. They will soon perform a grand ritual and sacrifice the remaining prisoners.
These foul traitors and their craving for rituals. Anything else?
The Xenox devices are somehow connected to these dark practices, but the heretic had no additional information, apart from the usual ramblings. How should we proceed, Inquisitor?
We need to act immediately. We need a precise surgical cut to sever the head.
Precise, surgical, and cuts. Excellent premises. We will start preparations at once.
These traitors live in defiance of our divine majesty. They corrupt the souls of innocents and commit heinous acts. Show them the wrath of the Emperor, Inquisitor.
Rest assured, Thor. I don't intend to let any heretic Astartes leave this place.
Your head on a spike. Human. Sacred slaughter. Chew on this. Drench me with your blood.
I am the Emperor's back.
Let me taste your flesh.
By the Emperor, the daemon was bound to the chest. Back to the abyss, creature. I wonder why this chest is so heavily protected. For the Emperor.
Inquisitor, my navigator has reported a small-scale warp surge manifesting in this segment. We can't stay here for long, or the ship will be ripped apart.
Acknowledged. I wonder if this has something to do with those traitors down here. Incoming gas attack. Time to leave this lovely place.
Back to your false emperor. Chew on it. I shall flay you alive.
Sorcerer, your machinations end today.
Lackey of the false emperor, he will not stop the ritual. The warp will bring the fires of destruction and show you the power of the true gods.
No mercy for the heretic, no forgiveness for the traitor. You can meet your foul gods in person now, Sorcerer. These fanatics always have a grimoire somewhere. I need to find it. over the faithful, fear has no dominion. The traitors will perish today.
The Conclave has sent you a message, Inquisitor.
I have received your report, and I am very satisfied with the way you have handled the situation. However, I must add that I have found certain details lacking, especially the ones that concern the role of the Adeptus Mechanicus in the unfolding events. I cannot stress enough the importance of thorough fieldwork. Carelessness leads to negligence, which will eventually lead to anti-Imperial activities. All in all, great work. The Emperor protects.
Inquisitor, you have a message from the Caligari Conclave.
Inquisitor, you have successfully eliminated the threat posed by the enemy on Atheon Prime. I am an advocate of swift actions, relentless purges, and dedication to our doctrines, and therefore I find your approach commendable. I'm aware that you still have an ongoing investigation to handle, but as you might have suspected from the classified Pict recording, that was only the beginning. We want you to travel to Dagnor Primaris and investigate a rebellious uprising. The local Adeptus Arbitus has been keeping an eye on potential cult activity in the Administratum Hive, led by a certain individual with the unsophisticated moniker of the Prophet. The cult has recently triggered a hive-wide rebellion. It might sound trivial, but in the light of your previous mission, we suspect that it could be related to the upsurge of chaos activity in the subsector.
Hola. You're... I'm playing, Inquisitor right now. On the Game Pass, the answer is no. No, you have to buy that one. And I doubt you'd like it. It's like Diablo style Warhammer 40k. Plenty to do though. There's tons of side quests and stuff, but I doubt you would enjoy it. Although you still have Warframe shit to do. You do. You have the Railjack quest line. I know, because we got it for you right before you quit playing. No. You quit playing, because we've all been playing it all week. Hope's already caught up to me and Richard. Yeah, you missed a lot. I've got 3 new Prime Warframes coming in. Richard screwed people out of so much platinum, he's got over 3K. Yeah, and it's still coming in for him. He got an Arca Plasmor fucking Riven mod, so now his Arca deals over 100,000 damage per shot. So yeah, you missed quite a bit. 'Cause you're never on! You ass! Ask me how many times I've had this conversation with Richard this week. How many times I've had it. Fucking be already caught up by now if he was fucking on. Oh, I know. You got on Call of Duty right out the rip. No, I fucking sat there and watched you play Call of Duty. You did what Bean does. You got on, looked at all of us in the party, and went, I'll just wait for an invite. Instead of being a grown-ass man, fucking, you know, job put in. No, No. I say that when you're not online. When you're online, I'm like, fuck this bitch not jumping in here, sending me an invite or anything. Like, what the hell? Half the time when you get on, I don't send you something because I don't know if it's you or your wife. Coworker?